Hello everyone, my name is Siam. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I'll start off by posting bullet journal related content. Stay tuned. Alright, let's get started. As you can tell from the title, this is my monthly spread for February. I knew I wanted to do something different than hearts, flowers, or other love related things that we see so much this month. I also had a feeling that I'll be seeing a lot of self-love spreads just based on themes that I've seen recently, especially because of how 2020 has impacted people. I consume so much bullet journal related content on YouTube and Instagram that I didn't want to see the same thing in my journal too. My journal is my escape, so I wanted to do something fun, but still a bit lovey-dovey, and the love triangle between Archie, Betty, and Veronica came to mind. I grew up reading Archie comics, so this was a really fun theme to do. Before I start a theme, I like to have an idea of where I want things to be on the page, so I'd already marked things in pencil, especially the title. I wanted the title to look like the font on the cover of the comics, so it took the longest to do. The rest of the layout was easy. Here I've created an outline for what will be the monthly calendar, and I'm creating outlines for the rest of the pages too. The left page here will be my habit trackers, and the right page will be my gratitude log. This is my first weekly spread and the second weekly. Here's the third weekly spread, and I realized I should have drawn the lines more neatly, so I'm spending some more time to make the lines a bit thicker. Here's the last week, and we're going to flip back to the beginning. I wanted something more colorful this month, so I've colored in the background red using a Crayola Super Tips marker. If you're trying out something similar and want to keep things more simple, you can definitely keep the background plain, but just draw the outlines that I showed earlier a bit more neat than what I did. Using a black pen I like, I'm outlining February, Now moving on to the calendar, I'm creating an outline and making each rectangle in the calendar 3 spaces wide and 4 spaces high. I'm also going to write the days of the week at the top, and I'm looking at how the pages for each comic are numbered, and I'm following the same format for my calendar. Here I've colored in the background again, leaving room for my trackers and gratitude log. I also avoided coloring in spaces that I know will be covered by the comics so that my marker doesn't run out. You can also see that I've tried to incorporate the font from the comics when you look at some of the capital letters, like the M for Monday on the previous page, or in letters such as R, K, and G, which you'll see here. On the left page, I have 2 trackers. The right long one is for my daily habits like reading, and the smaller one on the left is for weekly habits like doing laundry or applying a hair mask. On the right page, I have 2 columns to note down what I'm grateful for each day. When pre-planning my spreads, I use washi tape when deciding where I want to put in the comics. Here you can see I quickly mark the areas where the comics will go, just so I don't color in those areas. On each of my weekly spreads, I have 7 spaces for each day of the week, plus 1 additional space for the following week. I outlined each of these spaces or boxes, and then to write the day and date, or next week, I marked the bottom corners of each of these spaces with a rectangle, sort of how like the end is written in the comics. Due to space limitations, the lovey-dovey comics that I chose for the weeklies are not the full comic or story, but they're actually parts of one comic put together. Except for this third weekly spread where I combined 2 comics. They still make sense if you just read what's on each of the spreads here, even though you may not know the whole story. Now, if Archie comics aren't your thing, you could do characters from a TV show that you like Blair and Chuck from Gossip Girl. Or you can put up pictures of you and your partner. So take this theme and make it your own. Now, at this point, my marker was drying out, so I'm not coloring in the backgrounds for the last 2 weeklies just yet, but with the magic of editing, we'll color those in just a minute. And here we are later in the day. I'm just finishing up by pasting in the comics for the last 2 weeks. It's time for the final flip through. Thank you so much for watching my first YouTube video. I know this video is late. I'm still learning as much as I can about creating content for YouTube while working a full-time job, so I won't make any promises about posting a specific number of videos per month or anything just yet. If you like this video, please consider subscribing because I will be posting more videos. I welcome any suggestions or feedback down in the comments. You can also follow me on Instagram where I'll be posting pictures, sneak peeks, and more. I'll see you again soon. Bye!